Hey YouTubers, Starfire here. So I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to get the Supergirl review done last night. It's because I had school stuff and I was busy, and why do I keep looking in that direction? That's so weird. Anyway, this camera's weird. I'm using my iPad right now because I don't want to go down and get my laptop. But anyway, I had an assignment I needed to work on, and so I didn't get to watch the episode, and I just finished it, so I wanted to get the review done because The Flash is on tonight, and I also need to do that review, which I might not actually get to tonight either, but we will see. I hope to get to that tonight, but it depends on if I finish the remaining part of my assignment, because it was kind of like 2 parts. So I did 1 part of it yesterday, and then I'm going to finish it tonight. But anyway, so I wanted to get this out of the way, and then I'll continue working on my paper, and hopefully I can finish or at least be close to done before The Flash comes on. So it was season 3, episode 5, and it was called, episode 6. Hang on. Yeah, episode 6. Season 3, episode 6, called Midvale. Okay, so this episode was actually really cool because we got to see Kara and Alex go back to Midvale, where they grew up. And, it flashed back to 10 years ago when they were in high school and stuff. And I don't know, I just like seeing stuff like that. Like, I like getting backstory. I like getting information about the characters that we, might kind of already know, but don't really know completely. So, it was nice to find out a lot of that information. And so anyway, that was one of the things that I liked, because we always do, like, what did you like and what didn't you like about the episode when we do our reviews. So I liked that. I liked that their mom is always able to, give them that good advice. Like, she's like, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not completely be better. Yeah, you help people, but you also need to look out for yourself. And I think that's something that everybody needs to remember, especially me. But me included, I mean. But yeah, like, just, the fact that she thinks she always has to help, but she doesn't want to open up when it comes to her vulnerabilities and feeling, she doesn't want to show that side of herself, because I think she feels like it'll make her weak, and she's Supergirl, and she's not human necessarily, but she doesn't want to do that. So, Alex got upset, and Kara got upset, and, I think it was just because she had just talked to her mom, and she didn't, like that she was thinking that way, and so, yeah. Anyway, it flashed back to 10 years earlier, and, they're in high school, and, they're acting like typical siblings. I hate you, you took the bathroom, like, all this kind of stuff. And so it's basically about, dealing with their first case because a friend of theirs dies, and they're trying to investigate it. And so, Kara is using her powers to try to deal with it, and it kind of brings Alex and Kara closer in the end, and it makes them, and it shows, how they got the bond that they have now, and why they're so close. And I liked too that when Kara's actual mom, played by Erica Durant, showed up, she thought it was her mom, but she was just an FBI agent. But John had shape-shifted into her, and So I don't know. I thought that was interesting that, like, you know, the DEO was still there, like, from the beginning, you know. So that was pretty cool. And just that they both kind of had secrets. They both had things that they were dealing with. And I think that, you know, it just really, like, showed their vulnerabilities. And, you know, Alex struggled with Kara being there because she'd never had a sister. She was an only child. And so, you know, this case and working together, and then when Kara saved her from the sheriff and stuff, it brought them a lot closer. And, you know, now they are basically each other's other half. I mean, you know, not romantically, of course, but, you know, figuratively, they have that close of a bond and a connection, a sisterly bond that can never be broken. And it was just nice to see how that happened and how that story unfolded. And that Kara's trying to get better, and she's trying to be vulnerable and stuff. And, you know, when Erica Durance, as the FBI agent, was talking to her, she's like, you have to be, you know, you have a second chance on Earth. You have a second chance, and you have to be normal, and you have to be human. And so Kara wasn't going to use her powers. But the thing is, it probably ended up being really hard for her not to, because it's a part of who she is. And I liked how this episode was almost kind of like a little short Smallville type thing, because we got to see, you know, them young, and we got to see what she had to deal with her powers and not feeling completely at home on Earth, and, you know, the stuff that Clark had to deal with in Smallville. And I liked seeing that for Supergirl. So, you know, and then Kara even saying that in present, like, you know, I've never really felt at home here, but I feel at home when I'm with you. And, you know, just the fact that like, no matter where they are, like, if Alex is there and they're together, like, she feels safe and she feels at home, and she knows that she always has somebody who will always support her and always be on her side, and vice versa. Like, they'll always be there for each other no matter what the circumstance. And, you know, that's a bond that everybody wants with somebody, whether it's a partner or a sibling or a friend or something. You know, we all want to be able to have that connection with somebody that we know that they'll always be there, and we can rely on them for basically anything, and they're our rock and our support and everything. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I just love Kara's car. It is seriously the most beautiful classic vintage car, and every time I see it, it makes me happy because I love it. But yeah, like, I really liked this episode. I really enjoyed it because, like I said, I love when we can get those stories and everything. And you know, it was interesting seeing how everything kind of connected and came together regarding, like, the DEO and how their first case happened, and they got the telescope as a gift, and that was kind of like their first big thank you for doing a case, and it kind of brought them into, like, wanting to solve crimes and, you know, do that kind of thing. So, you know, Alex because she said she liked science, so she kind of got to combine her love of science with also, like, you know, solving cases. And, you know, because Kara is who she is, that also could be used to an advantage. So, yeah. So I think that it was just really cool how all of it connected and everything. But, yeah. So that's basically all I have. I didn't really dislike anything about this episode. I wish that I had more to say, but usually the rants come when I review with Raven. And she wasn't able to watch it last night because she had to work. So, and she works tonight for The Flash too. So, yeah, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed what I did have to say. And if you guys had any thoughts about the episode, comment down below and share them, or just, you know, your general predictions and thoughts about anything really regarding the show, or our channel or whatever, and I will post on Twitter. I will post this video on Twitter, and yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. And until next time, love yourself and be happy.